Welcome back to The Roadshow. This morning in The Buzz, a new study is revealing some pretty disturbing trends among teenagers. The Josephson Institute of Ethics surveyed about 43,000 high school students, and here's what they found: that frequent cheating, stealing, and lying in the past year is up. Cheating is especially widespread in schools, with more than half of the students now admitting to cheating on a test during the past year. Also, 1 in 3 students admitted to using the internet as a source of plagiarizing assignments. Students also admitted it just gets worse, to lying and stealing from parents or friends. And even more concerning, the numbers are most likely understated findings, with the potential of students lying on the survey itself. What is the deal?
I know what the deal is.
What?
We live in a world now, this is what I truly believe. It's this world of instant gratification and instant shortcuts to everything.
Right.
There's no, what I see a lot of kids, no due diligence in trying to get from A to Z. I mean, how do teachers and administrators in school, you can maybe tell me, police the fact that there's the internet now? Google term paper on microbiology, and like 90 of them pop up. How does that work? Because we didn't have that when I was in college. We had libraries that we went to. And
I mean, we had Cliff Notes. We had Cliff Notes, which was kind of like the worst thing you could do, was using those.
In terms of papers, though, now teachers have access to like scanning them through the internet, and if too much of it is plagiarized, they can.
Oh, there's a way to check it. I didn't know that. Okay. But isn't it sad that you have to do that now?
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's like, why bother? But especially, once you get to a college level too, you can get kicked out of school. You can get, completely expelled for any type of plagiarism or any cheating of that nature. So it's almost like, why would you waste your time and money and take that risk?
People now, it's amazing how. God, I'm going to sound so old again, but it just seems to me like there's no fear of consequence, and a lot of people have become so lazy because they're relying on technology and other things to get things accomplished.
Well, and then it's like, okay, so let's say you cheat your way through high school and everything. What do you do when you get out into the real world?
Same thing.
Right. You think the same thing.
You lie on your resume, and you try and scam your way into getting a job, and then there's the people that, people that are unfortunately on unemployment that, leech off the system because, and then try and get away. I mean, it's probably a very small percentage that do that, but you can't stop the people that steal convince themselves that it's okay to steal.
The climate of it is starting so much earlier now. I mean, I have kids in elementary school, and you already see some of them lying at a young age. And I've talked to some other moms about this. There's certain things as a mom you can kind of be okay with. Lying, forget it. Hate it, hate it, hate it, and tell the kids from a young age it is wrong. I think that's the problem. I don't think parents stress the importance enough about lying is just so bad.
Right, but I think it also comes with pressures. Like lying and cheating, I think, go hand in hand. And a lot of times kids are pressured by maybe their parents or their peers, and there's that competitive nature to now get into a college or to, achieve higher things. So I think that's why that they're opting out, They feel the pressure, so they're like, how can I excel? How can I succeed? Well, cheating's there.
It's just sad.
It is.
Like, whatever happened to hard work? Remember taking the Encyclopedia Britannica out of, like, your home library
doing decimal system
and
microfiche.
And doing your research and things like that instead of, like you said, just finding a website and getting it all right there.
And I'm sure that there are people that do it, a lot of people that do it the right way. Hopefully, I could go on for this about this for hours. It all goes back to the time where my teacher used to drag me out of the classroom by my ear because I was being a bad boy, and I didn't threaten a lawsuit because back then the teacher or the police officer could grab you, smack you around a little bit, and your parents would say, "Good. Do it. He needs it." Instead of nowadays, where they say, "Oh, dare you do that to my kid? I'm going to sue you."
I know. I could go on about that for hours, too. It's just...
Anyway, it's about respecting authority. It's about not cutting corners, and on and on.
Just don't cheat. Just don't lie. I mean, it's like, those are like some of the golden rules of life, right?
Courtney?
Not complicated.
Does anyone agree with us?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
good. Of course. I'd actually be surprised if they didn't. And if there is someone out there, of course, come on, because we always like to hear both sides on the live blog and on Facebook, of course. But we'll start on foxprovidence.com, where some folks are reminiscing about how things used to be for them back in the day. And Joe says anybody can cheat nowadays, but where will that get you? And Jerry says we used to write answers down on the palm of our hands. And Jean said cheating when I was in school was a shameful thing. You were ostracized if caught. Now it is like cool if you cheat, she said. She also said it's very sad to see that with these kids these days. Here's our poll right underneath the live blog. What do you think is the main reason for students to cheat in school? A, technology makes it accessible and easy. B, the demands for academic achievement. Or C, lying has just become a part of culture now. We have about 10 comments on our Facebook page, and they all came in before this show started today, so pretty much a hot-button topic. And Linda Hawkins says, what's more disturbing is the trend among parents to not teach their children right from wrong or enforce consequences to their actions. Hope Leary thinks it starts with family life, and she also thinks maybe the students don't understand what they're being taught, so they're just cheating instead. And Donna Stanley says there's too many distractions, cell phones, computers, and it's important to socialize than study for these kids. So if you feel differently and think this maybe isn't the case, of course, join us. We'll be on the live blog till about 9 a.m.